Just wait for 1 minute. I will share my screen. Okay, so we are discussing about that is organic chemistry. Okay, and there yesterday we have seen the syllabus for your organic chemistry, right? And there we have seen what is mean by organic chemistry. What is mean by organic chemistry? So you told me definition of organic chemistry. So it is a branch of chemistry which deals with the study of organic compound. So in this case, we learn the chemistry of organic compound, right? Organic compounds. So here we discuss the study of organic compound. What is in by organic compound? Organic compounds are the compounds which contains carbon, which contains carbon. So carbon containing compounds, they are called as organic compound, right? So there is the organic chemistry, organic compounds and carbon containing compounds study is called as organic chemistry. Last time we have discussed about the carbon. Carbon having the atomic number 6 and mass number 12. So Z means atomic number. Here the Z is 6 and mass number is 12. So you know what is meant by atomic number. Atomic number means the number of protons or electrons in an atom element is called as atomic number, and it is denoted by the symbol Z. So here the atomic number of carbon is 6. So here you know this is the nucleus. This is the nucleus of an atom where there is a proton and neutrons are there, and around this the two electrons are revolving around this nucleus. It is called as orbit. In the first orbit there are 2 electrons. In the second orbit there are here near about 8 electrons. So here you know that in the outermost orbit there are 4 electrons. There are 4 electrons. 1, then 2, then 3, and then 4. These are the 4 electrons present in the, that is the carbon. Okay. So you can write the electronic configuration. What is meant by electronic configuration? Electronic configuration means the arrangement of electrons in an element is called as electronic configuration. So here the electronic configuration of this carbon is 1s2, then 2s2 and 2p2. So this is the electronic configuration, right? Wait a minute. हेलो, हाँ जल्दी से बोलो. हाँ बोलो. मेरा लेक्चर शुरू है उधर अपना 11:30 से 12 तक. वहाँ पे बजरंग पाटिल सर है, उनसे मिलो. मेरा नाम बोलो. हाँ ठीक है. और अपना 12 के बाद तुम करो, 12 बजे के बाद. ओके ठीक ठीक. Right? So here we are discussing about That is the electronic configuration of this carbon. So there you find that in the first orbit there are 2 electrons. In the second orbit there are 4 electrons, right? So the first orbit is the first one and second orbit is the 2. So outermost orbit of this carbon is 2s2 2p2, 2s2 2p2. So there are 4 electrons in the outermost orbit. There are 4 electrons in the outermost orbit. Okay. So here you know what is meant by valency. What is meant by valency? And anyone can tell what is meant by valency? Valence definition. Yes. Tell me what is the definition of valency? What is the definition of valency? कौन बोलेगा? Yes, tell me definition of valency.
Combined capacity of element.
Very good. Combining capacity of an element is called as a valency. Every element want to become stable, right? Every element want to become stable. The combining capacity of an element is called as a valency, right? So this carbon is there. This carbon, if you see the outermost orbit how here the electronic configuration in the first orbit there are the 2 electrons and in the second orbit there are the 4 electrons. And here the first orbit is the duplet and second orbit it have the outermost orbit should contain 8 electrons. So if an element want to become stable, then the outermost orbit should be complete and there are the only 4 electrons. Again there are it requires 4 more electrons. So the combining capacity of an element is called as a valency. So what is the valency of carbon? Yes, what is the valency of carbon? Yes,
4.
4.
Four.
Yes, right. The valency of carbon is a 4. So means carbon can combine with 4 other electrons, right? Here is a valency of carbon is a 4, right? Now let us see how it comes, this valency. You know the electronic configuration is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. Okay, and to form a bond, the bond the outermost orbit should have unpaired electron. So the outermost orbit of this carbon is 2s2 and 2p2. We can write in the box diagram. Here you are having a box diagram. There 2s2, there are 2 electrons, 1 and this 2. And the next one is your, that is p orbital, 2px, 2py and 2pz. You know the outermost orbit they are filled singly, right? You can write like this one and then this 2. Here also you can write either like this one or even you can write also like this one, right? Just I will write once more. So here you are having a such type of a compound, right? 1 minute. वतन भाऊ, आपलं तीच नाव काय श्रियंका ना, श्रीनिका. काय झालं का? हो तीच पाठवतो. हो बरोबर आहे, तीच आहे. तीच आहे. आपलं 12 वाजता फोन करतो मी, लेक्चर मध्ये. 12 वाजता करतो फोन. थँक्यू. Okay, so here we have to see the outermost orbit, and in the outermost orbit there are 4 electrons. In 2p orbital, 2s orbital, you will find there are only 2 electrons. There are only 2 electrons. Okay. And in 2p orbitals, again, there are 2 electrons. Here there are 2 electrons, and here also there are 2 electrons. To form a bond, the electrons should be unpaired. But if you see, the first orbital is paired, it is a feed, and the second p orbital, it have 2 unpaired electrons. Means only the carbon can form bond with 2 electrons because it have 2 unpaired electrons. Then you say that the valence is 4. Actually, here are the 2 only unpaired electrons, but you are saying that the valence is 4. Then how it is possible that you are saying that the valence is 4? Right? Understand? In this case, only there are 2 unpaired electrons, but you are seeing that the valence is 4. So we should write the valence is 2, right? And you are seeing the valence is 4. 4 is correct, but why not 2? This is the ground state electronic configuration of this compound, ground state. And in the excited state, what happens here? This is your 2s orbital, and this is your 2p orbital. 2p orbital. Okay, 2s orbital and 2p orbital. What happens? One of the electron from 2s, it get shifted toward 2z orbital, right? Now there are 4 unpaired electrons, and this undergo hybridization. So in hybridization, 1s and 3p, they undergo hybridization, and you are getting a such type of hybrid orbital, right? 1, then 2, and then 3. So there are 1s and 3p, it undergo overlapping, and you are getting a sp3 hybridization. 1s and 3p, sp3, 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 and sp3 means there are 4 sp3 orbitals. There are 4 sp3 orbitals, right? So here you are getting 4 sp3 orbitals, and wait, where is my screen? In this way, you are getting a 4 sp3 orbitals, and these 4 sp3 orbitals yes, you can see screen now. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, right.
Yes, sir.
So here, this is the valency of this carbon atom. Valency of this carbon atom. Now, in this one, you will see. Hello. Whether you are seeing which screen you are seeing, you are presenting. Are you seeing on your screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What you are seeing? You are seeing myself or the
Sir,
things
you are
written?
talking about organic chemistry or whatever you are presenting, sir.
Yes, yes, sir. Yeah, means you can see that organic chemistry, organic compounds. Okay, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, right. Okay, please. Hi, thank you. So here you are seeing this organic chemistry, and there you have seen that the valency of the carbon is 4. Okay, so there are the 4 unpaired electron. Actually, there were 2 unpaired electron, but this one of the electron from this 2s, it is excited to the 2pz. and you are getting a 4 unpaired electron. They are having a different energy, so they undergo hybridization, and you are having such type of 4 orbitals, and it is called as a sp3 orbitals. So total there are 1, 2, 3, 4 sp3 orbitals, 4 sp3 orbitals. And if you see the geometry of this one, if you see the geometry of this one, here you are having such type of geometry. There's a carbon at center, and there are 4 s orbitals, 1 orbital, 2 orbital, 3 orbital, and here 4 orbitals. And each orbital there is a 1 unpaired electron. There is a 1 unpaired electron, and this is a valency of this carbon. It is a tetrahedral in nature. It is a tetrahedral in nature. So you are having a such type of geometry, right? You are having such type of geometry. Okay. Now this, if you see the simple example, that is a methane, CH4, right? If you see the simple example, that is a methane. This methane can combine with the hydrogen, and you know hydrogen is having the atomic number 1 and the electronic configuration 1s1. So the outermost orbit have only 1 electron. So this hydrogen, it can combine with another. So there's a formation of a single bond. Again, there's a formation of a single bond, formation of single bond, formation of single bond. It combined with the hydrogen. It combined with hydrogen. Also, it combined with the hydrogen. So I result, you are getting, here is H, CH, CH, here is also H, and here is also H. Means there is a formation of CH4. Okay. So in this way, we have seen what is meant by organic chemistry, right? What is meant by organic chemistry? What are the organic compounds, and the carbon containing organic compounds are called as organic chemistry, right? There you have seen the atomic number of carbon is 6, electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, outermost orbit is second, outermost electronic configuration 2s2, 2p2. So there are only 2 unpaired electrons, so we should say the valency is 2, but actually the valency is 4. What is meant by valency? The combining capacity of an element is called as a valency. The combining capacity of an element is called as a valency, right? So here the valency of the carbon is 4. How it comes? Here the electronic configuration outermost orbit 2s2, 2p2, 2s2, 2p2, right? And in 2s2, 2p2, here the you'll find that one of the electron from the ground state from 2s is excited to the 2pz. Every orbital have one single unpaired electron which can combine with the other element, and they have different energies, so they undergo hybridization, and you are getting a such type of sp3 orbital. Look here. Here I have written 4 sp3, 4 sp3, right? Here I have written 4 sp3. So in this one, you'll see that there are 1 loop, 2, 3, and 4. 4 sp3. So this 4 means this 4 sp3. Okay. So this is the your organic compound. So I think everyone know about this basic concept. Even though if you don't know anything about the organic chemistry, and even though if you know what is the carbon, its electronic configuration, valence is a 4, right? Hydrogen 1, having atomic number 1, outermost orbit 1s1, then also you can understand every part in the BSc first year. So all these things you all learn in the lower class, right? All these things you all learn in the lower class, right? So any doubt from this one? No doubt. Now let us see what is meant by functional group. What is meant by functional group? So you know functional group. Functional group. What is the definition of a functional group? Anyone can tell me? Yes. What is the definition of a functional group? जल्दी से बोलो। अंजलि Shalke, what is the definition of functional group? Apurva Pawar.
Group of
हाँ.
atoms responsible for characteristics of reaction.
Right, this is right. Near about the definition is near to right. What is meant by functional group? Look here. Now take this example. If you take example, simple example is RX, alkyl halide, right? It is your alkyl halide. Other example, ROH. So in ROH it is alcohol. Another example, RC double bond O, OH acid. So what is meant by functional group? Functional group is an atom, right? Or a group of atom. Functional group is atom or a group of atom, due to which that family get characteristic properties. That is a physical and chemical property. So if you know physical property, you can write it's a, or if you know the chemical property, you may say that this functional group is present. If you know the functional group, then we can say that these are the properties of that functional group. So what is meant by functional group? Functional group is an atom or group of atom due to which that family gives characteristic property. They have similar physical and chemical properties. So here I have written some examples of functional group. Now you tell me some other examples of functional group, right? So just you have to tell only one functional group. Aniruddha, yes, tell me any one functional group. जल्दी से बोलो.
CO ketone.
Ketone, CO ketone, C double bond O. It is a ketone. Next example. हाँ जल्दी से बोलो. Ketone. Next.
CHO for aldehyde.
Aldehyde. RC double bond OH. It is a aldehyde. Next one.
Amides.
Amide. RNS. Amide. RCONS2.
Carbonic acid.
Cyanide.
Carbonic
Yes,
acid.
we have written already acid. Carbonic acid. Next one. Amine. RNS2. Okay.
Alcohol.
RNS2 is amine. Okay. The next example, alcohol. We have written already alcohol. Next example. जल्दी से बोलो.
Carbonyl group.
Carbolene. Phenol. Here is also phenol. Here is the benzene. When OH group is directly attached to the benzene, it is called as a phenol. So here is a phenol.
Esters.
Esters. Very good. Esters. RC double bond O-R. It is your
Ether.
ester.
Ether.
Ether. Very good. Ether. R-O-R. Ether. Amide we have written already. It is your amide. RCONS2 is amide. Another example.
Cyanide.
Cyanide.
Isocyanide.
RCN is a cyanide and RNC is a isocyanide. Another example.
Nitrile.
Nitride. RCN is called as a nitrile. RCN is called as a nitrile. Next example.
Halogens.
Halogen. Alkyl halide is the example. We have written already. Another example. Simple example you are not getting.
Alkane,
Very
alkyne,
good.
alkene.
Very good. You should know first the carbon-carbon single bond. It is a parent compound. Alkane, alkene, and alkyne, right? And benzene. Benzene is also is not a functional group. It is a compound, right? So these are the three important functional groups. Alkane containing carbon-carbon single bond, alkene carbon-carbon double bond, and alkyne carbon-carbon triple bond. So these are the examples of this one, right? Here In the organic chemistry, you should know thiol. Also, right? It is a thiol. ROH is also one of the example of functional group. So even though if you know alkane, right, you can understand a remaining functional group. Means look, you know organic chemistry, you know organic compound, you know carbon, you know electronic configuration, and you know the functional group. Functional group is an atom or group of atom due to which that family get characteristic property. Right? It gets the characteristic property. That property may be physical or may be chemical. So they have a similar physical and a chemical property. So if one know the physical and chemical property, you may say that this is the function group. And if you know the function group, you can write their physical and chemical properties for their family. So this is about your functional group, right? So again, you should know alkane number one, right? The functional group, that is number one, number two, number three, right? Alkyl halide 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here is a 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Means look, you know near about 15 functional group. But out of that one, even though if you know alkyne, and some other functional group, it also one. Also there are the other functional group, acid anhydride, R C double bond O. Here is the O, C double bond O, and R, acid anhydride. So there are the number of the functional group. So you should know what are those functional group, right? So today we have seen what is alkane, what is the definition of organic chemistry, organic compound, electronic configuration, and the functional group and their example. So everyone should know the examples of functional group, their structures, right? Name and their structure, and then we'll see go for the nomenclature, how to write their name, right? So if you have any doubt, you may ask. इसके अंदर आपको कोई डाउट है तो आप पूछ सकते हो. You may ask any question on this topic. Yes. Any doubt? It's at 10 o'clock. So you have to join to the next lecture. So I should not continue. Are you getting? आपको समझ में आ रहा है आपको? Yes. अथर्व.
Yes, sir.
समझते का?
Yes, sir.
सर चॅप्टरचे पीडीएफ टाका ग्रुपवर.
चॅप्टरचे PDF नसते. You can get these video lectures and the PPT, right? On your group. You purchase Manali publication book. In the market, you are having this Manali publication book. Nearby our college, you are having here is a Xerox center, Janani Xerox center, or you can go for this Samarth bookstall. In Pune, you are having number of the bookstall. You can go there and you can purchase that book, right? So when you learn in the class, you have to read at your home. Then you can understand the concept very easily. Okay. So we should stop here. You can leave the meeting and you can join the next lecture. Thanks to
सर
all.
माझं काल
Thank you.
जॉईनच होत नव्हतं
Thank you,
आजकाल.
sir. आज झालं का?
नाही ना, आता झालं 5 मिनिटापूर्वी.
आता झालं. लवकर यायचं. उशिरा यायचं नाही, लवकर यायचं.
नाही तर जॉईनच होत नव्हतं.
नाही जॉईन होत नसतं, बाकीच्या जॉईन होत आलं ना. हे कसं असतं की एकदा दार बंद केलं का मध्ये येता येत नाही ना.
नाही सर, जॉईन झालं पण आवाजच येत नव्हता.
मग नंतर बाहेर यायचं का? मग नंतर जॉईन केल्यानंतर मग आलं का आवाज?
हा, आता आलं ते आवाज.
त्यासाठी काय करायचं की थोडस 5 मिनिट अगोदर यायचं. म्हणजे काय होतं की थोडस आपल्याला कळतं की आवाज येतो का नाही. नाहीतर काय होतं उशीर आलं की मग कुठे जाऊन बसतं पाहिजे ना कोपऱ्यामध्ये, ते कळत नाही ते. राईट. ओके. सो ट्राय टू जॉईन ॲज अर्ली ॲज पॉसिबल. ओके.
ठीक है.
Thank you, sir.
थँक्यू.
Thank you, sir.
थँक्यू सर. थँक्यू.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. You can leave meeting.
Hello. Hello.